Have you ever wondered why so many relationships start with fire and passion but slowly fade away? Why do couples who once couldn't stay apart now feel like strangers living under the same roof? Here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Love is not sustained by attraction alone. It thrives on sacrifice. Without it, relationships crumble like a house built on sand. Hello and welcome to the Passion Bond. This is where we uncover the real secrets that make relationships thrive, heal broken connections, and help you build the love life you've always dreamed of. If you're single, married, divorced, or simply searching for clarity and love, you're in the right place. In today's world, relationships often fail not because people stop loving each other, but because they stop making sacrifices for one another. Everyone wants love, but not everyone wants the responsibility that comes with it. We live in a culture that teaches us to prioritize ourselves. While self-love is essential, when taken to extremes, it can develop into selfishness that poisons relationships. Think about it. How many arguments in your relationship have started because one person refused to compromise? How many marriages have ended because someone wasn't willing to give up certain habits, friends, or comforts for the sake of their partner? This is the challenge. Are you willing to sacrifice for love? Now let's break down why sacrifice is the hidden key to lasting love. 1. Sacrifice proves genuine love. Love is not just about words, it's about action. Sacrifice is the ultimate action that proves your love is real. Anyone can say, "I love you," but not everyone can show it when it costs them something. Imagine a man who gives up his dream job in another city because his partner's career and family are rooted in their place. Or a woman who sacrifices her free time to care for her sick spouse day after day. These sacrifices may seem small to outsiders, but within a relationship, they shout louder than words. Ask yourself, what have I given up for the person I love? If you can't think of anything, maybe it's time to reflect. Sacrifice doesn't mean losing yourself. It means loving someone enough to put their needs alongside yours. 2. Sacrifice builds trust and security. Trust is the backbone of every relationship. And nothing builds trust faster than seeing your partner sacrifice for you. When your partner knows you're willing to inconvenience yourself for their sake, it creates a sense of security. They stop questioning whether you're in this for real. Think of long-distance relationships. Assuming one partner sacrifices sleep to stay up late on video calls to make the other feel less lonely. Or they could save money for months to buy a plane ticket to spend a few days together. These acts of sacrifice whisper, "You matter more to me than my comfort." Sacrifice doesn't always have to be grand. Sometimes it's as simple as giving your partner the last slice of pizza or choosing to listen instead of scrolling on your phone. These small actions compound into trust and security. 3. Sacrifice strengthens emotional intimacy. Picture a couple adjusting to life with a newborn. The husband chooses to give up his weekly nights out with friends, dedicating that time to support his wife through her postpartum challenges. This simple sacrifice speaks volumes. Instead of pursuing social life, he listens to her worries, shares responsibilities, and reassures her that she's not alone. Each quiet evening together builds trust and deepens their emotional connection, making her feel valued and prioritized. Sacrifice in love doesn't require grand gestures. It's the thoughtful choices that create intimacy. If you want your partner to feel safe and loved, consider small sacrifices. Whether avoiding distractions or prioritizing quality time, these acts show commitment and strengthen your bond in ways words cannot express. 4. Sacrifice isn't always equal, but it must be mutual. Let's face it, sacrifice in a relationship is rarely perfectly balanced. At times, one partner may give more, especially when the other is facing challenges like stress or personal struggles. This dynamic is typical as long as both partners are ready to step up when the situation calls for it. Imagine this scenario. A wife puts her career on hold to focus on raising their children. Years later, when she decides to go back to school, her husband takes on extra work to support her education. These sacrifices come in different forms and at various times, but the underlying love and support remain strong. The key is not to keep score. If both partners are committed to giving when the other needs it, the balance will naturally align over time. In a healthy relationship, Each season of life brings its own challenges and opportunities for growth, and that's what makes the journey together worthwhile. 5. The danger of one-sided sacrifice. Sacrifice can be a beautiful aspect of love when it's shared equally, and it turns toxic when only one person is continually giving while the other takes. This imbalance can lead to feelings of resentment, emotional burnout, and frustration. Imagine someone who consistently puts aside their own happiness, dreams, and even their identity for their partner, and the other person never makes any compromises. That isn't love, it's manipulation. It's time to reflect on whether you find yourself always sacrificing and your partner never lifts a finger. Ask yourself, am I in a loving partnership or a draining relationship? True love should uplift you, not weigh you down. It thrives on mutual sacrifice, where both partners enrich each other's lives rather than sacrifice themselves. 6. Sacrifice requires wisdom and balance. Sacrifice can take on many forms, and not all of them are beneficial. It's crucial to understand that sometimes what we think of as a noble sacrifice can lead to self-destruction. For instance, consider someone who stays in a toxic relationship, believing it's the right thing to do for the kids. They may think they're being brave, but in reality, they're sacrificing their own dignity and mental health, which can ultimately harm everyone involved. Imagine a parent who endures constant emotional abuse, convincing themselves that their kids need stability. However, living in such an environment can teach those kids unhealthy patterns, ones that can follow them into adulthood. It's a cycle that doesn't serve anyone. On the other hand, a wise sacrifice can nurture love and strengthen relationships. Consider a friend who organizes a charity event, dedicating their time and resources to help others. In that case, the sacrifice brings people together and fosters a sense of community, illuminating the beauty of compassion. When faced with a decision about sacrifice, pause and reflect. Does this move bring us closer, or is it causing me harm? A thoughtful answer can reveal whether you're on the path to building a stronger bond or slowly breaking down your own well-being. Remember, true love should lift you, not weigh you down. 7. Sacrifice turns ordinary love into lasting love. Relationships that endure through the years are not free from challenges. They are built on a foundation of sacrifice and mutual support. Imagine those couples who celebrate 40, 50, or even 60 years together. If you were to ask them what keeps their bond strong, you might expect them to mention romance or chemistry, but often their secret is simple and more profound. We made sacrifices for each other. Think about what that really means. It's not only about grand gestures or spectacular moments, it's in the everyday choices, the small acts of kindness, the willingness to compromise, and the decision to put each other's needs before our own. If you aspire to have a love that lasts, shift your focus from just the excitement your partner brings to your life. Instead, ask yourself, am I ready to make sacrifices for them again and again? This mindset transforms the way we approach love. It's not just about passion, it's about commitment and willingness to grow together, even through tough times. True love is a journey. It thrives on the choices we make every day to support and uplift one another. This dedication adds depth and resilience to our relationships, proving that the real magic lies in the sacrifices we choose to make. Let me ask you this. What would your relationship look like if both of you started sacrificing, not grudgingly, but willingly? Imagine the trust you'd build. Imagine the intimacy. Imagine the security. Love would stop being fragile and start being unshakable. Lasting love isn't built in the fireworks of passion. It's built in the quiet choices of sacrifice. So what have we learned today? Sacrifice proves genuine love. Sacrifice builds trust and security. Sacrifice strengthens emotional intimacy. Sacrifice doesn't have to be equal, but it must be mutual. One-sided sacrifice leads to resentment. Wise sacrifices build love. Foolish sacrifices destroy it. And above all, sacrifice is the hidden key to making love last. Now, I want to hear from you by sharing with us in the comments what one sacrifice you've made or your partner has made that strengthened your relationship. And if you found this video valuable, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the Passion Bond, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our weekly relationship insights. Remember this, true love is not about what you can get, but about what you're willing to give. And sometimes that one sacrifice could be the difference between a love that fades and a love that lasts forever. Until our next video, stay calm and strengthen your relationship.